Hola, soy Tomás, and today we're talking about the past tense in Spanish. Didn't we already make a video about that? Oh, Dios mío, how many verb tenses are there in Spanish? But in the other video we talked about the indefinido, or simple past in Spanish, and the perfecto, or perfect present in Spanish, compared with each other. In this video we'll talk about the indefinido and the imperfecto in comparison with each other, especially how to use them together in the same sentence. So first we have the simple past or preterite in Spanish. It's called pretérito simple, pretérito indefinido, and many other names. I'll call it indefinido in this video. And pretérito imperfecto, or imperfect in Spanish, I'll just call it imperfecto. While the imperfecto in Spanish, it's a past tense with its own conjugation rules and endings, in English the imperfect expresses its meanings in different ways, depending on whether the event is continuous or a repeated action. For a continuous action, one that was in progress at a particular time in the past, the past progressive or past continuous form is used in English. For example, I could say in English, I was studying, I was working, and so forth. And in Spanish, there is an exact way to say that as well. For example, estaba estudiando, estaba trabajando. But I can also express this with the imperfecto tense in Spanish. Estudiaba, trabajaba. And even more than that, with the imperfecto in Spanish, I can talk about a repeated or regular action from the past that no longer happens at the moment, while continuing to use the imperfecto tense. While in English, I would have to switch to used to in a way to express this. For example, I used to work from Monday to Friday. Trabajaba de lunes a viernes. And again, in Spanish, there is also a way to literally say used to. I could also say solía trabajar de lunes a viernes. But that's a subject for a different video, since today we'll focus on how to express these things with the imperfecto in Spanish. So first we'll conjugate the verb estar in imperfecto. In this tense is the verb estar regular. So any verb that ends with ar, you can conjugate it the same way as estar in imperfecto. Yo estaba, tú estabas, él, ella, usted estaba, nosotros estábamos, vosotros estabais, ellos, ellas, ustedes estaban. So when do you use the imperfecto in Spanish? For an action in the past that happened regularly, often. Correcto, that's right. And also when you've done something for a period of time. Antes yo estaba cada sábado en el gimnasio. Antes estaba cada sábado en el gimnasio. I used to do that regularly, and I used to do it for a period of time. So, also when you want to describe something in Spanish, in the past, you use imperfecto. Also when you describe people, that can be people, things, places, the weather, or situations. For anything you want to describe in Spanish, in the past, you use imperfecto. Antes, Santo Domingo era una ciudad más pequeña. Antes, Santo Domingo era una ciudad más pequeña. Era? Sí, that's the verb ser, conjugated in imperfecto. It's irregular. And this is how you conjugate it. Yo era, tú eras, él, ella, usted era. Nosotros, nosotras éramos. Vosotros erais. Ellos, ellas, ustedes eran. Okay, so for what else do we need imperfecto? For an action that's happening in the past, but it's interrupted by a new action. Yo cocinaba en casa cuando tú llamaste por teléfono. Cocinaba en casa cuando tú llamaste por teléfono. That's great, but tú llamaste, that's not imperfecto. That's pretérito simple, indefinido. Exacto. And in such situations, we have to use imperfecto and indefinido combined. The action that is occurring, that is happening at the moment, in this case, to cook, cocinar, is always said in imperfecto. And the new action that is going to interrupt this old action is said in indefinido. Another example, please. Comprábamos leche cuando vimos a mi mamá. Comprábamos leche cuando vimos a mi mamá. Ellos hablaban sobre el clima cuando yo los interrumpí. Ellos hablaban sobre el clima cuando los interrumpí. And what are the signal words for imperfecto and indefinido? Okay, in a previous video I already explained the signal words for pretérito indefinido and for pretérito perfecto. So, in this video I will just need to explain the signal words for imperfecto. ¿Ya? Antes, cuando era joven, siempre. Mientras, cada. For example, cada día, cada lunes, cada martes, cada semana, cada año, etc. Todos los días, every day. Or, todas las semanas, todos los meses, todos los años, etc. Muy bien. En resumen, to summarize. You need pretérito imperfecto when there is an action in the past that happens regularly or often, or it happens for a while, for a period of time. Also, you need imperfecto when you describe something or someone in the past. It can also be a situation. And in this case, you will need pretérito indefinido when a new action in the past interrupts an older action that's been happening. For example, él hablaba sobre el imperfecto y el indefinido cuando el video se terminó. Eso es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias y adiós.